Okay, we have a little time left here in this last segment, so I want to go to something Karl Denninger just wrote in the last day or two at marketticker.org. That's a hyphen between market and ticker. I probably have just enough time to read all of this, or maybe most of it, but it's called Reality on Flood Policies. He starts off by saying, want to know why flood insurance coverage has decreased so much. Then he has something from the AP here, and this is all going to go along with the general theme about the rip-offs of customers and related to healthcare as an analogy, more than an analogy here. But let me read you what he responds to from the AP. He writes, Houston's population is growing quickly, but when Harvey hit last weekend, there were far fewer homes and other properties in the area with flood insurance than just 5 years ago, according to an Associated Press investigation. The sharp 9% drop in coverage means that many residents fleeing Harvey's floodwaters have no financial backup to fix up their homes and will have to draw on savings or go into debt or perhaps be forced to sell. So then Denninger continues by writing, it's not hard to figure out. It's not like every firm that sells homeowners and renters insurance doesn't know and make a commission selling flood insurance, nor that they don't issue warnings. They do on the face of every policy. No, the problem is that if you're in other than a special hazard area, flood insurance is not required to get a mortgage, and when more than 70% of the population lives paycheck to paycheck, they simply can't afford it. This is what the health scam has done to people. It's what offshoring jobs has done to people. It's what unlimited deficits and doubling of the national debt has done to people. They simply don't have the damn money, which makes the entire argument about whether someone wants to buy flood insurance moot. They don't have the money to pay for it, he continues. Of course, it doesn't help that NFIP premiums, I don't know exactly what NFIP stands for, that NFIP premiums have been going up quite a lot. That has a lot to do with losses, and unfortunately, rather than monkey hammer those people who built and live in special hazard areas where those losses are both insured and more frequent, remember, NFIP doesn't care about uninsured losses as that doesn't hit their accounts. They have spread the pain to those who don't live in such special hazard areas and thus have lower risk. My flood coverage, never flooded and grandfathered into no special hazard, has gone up 44% since 2011 alone. Yes, NFIP runs at a loss today, but it largely runs at a loss because of people inside special hazard areas who are insured and take losses, sometimes repeated losses, because most people who are not in special hazard areas don't buy the insurance. I'm running out of time, but this goes to the end. He concludes, welcome to the capital destruction that this has resulted in and the economic impact that will come from this very government policy and forced screwing America. It's your fault for not demanding that these financial rape rooms be closed and those who are running them rot in prison. That's the end of it. There's a lot in between also about how this is similar, how the risk is pooled rather unfairly in the healthcare industry. All right, so that's what I have. That's today's show. We'll be back tomorrow, Backlash Rewind, where we will play highlights of the interviews I have done from Monday of this week till today. Thank you for listening.